So welcome to our lesson today. We want to look at factorization. So we have x squared plus 12x plus 36. So first of all, you find two numbers which when added then give you 12, and when multiplied then give you 36. So these numbers are 6 and 6 because 6 plus 6 equals 12 and 6 times 6 equals 36. So you use 6 and 6 as your factors. So you factor out you'll have x squared plus 6x plus 6x plus 36. You factor out x and you'll be left with x plus 6 inside the brackets, and then you also factor out the other 6. You'll be left with x plus 6 inside the brackets, and when you're factorizing the terms which are inside the bracket, you leave one out, so you'll be left with x plus 6 times x plus 6. So this becomes x plus 6 squared. So for such an expression, this is called perfect square. This is where the square of that number represents two similar factors. When you factorize, you get two similar factors. For example, in this case, we have x plus 6 and x plus 6, which gives you x plus 6 squared. So that will be your answer, and this is a perfect square. Next we have x squared plus 10x plus 25. To factorize this, you find two numbers which when added then give you 10, and when multiplied they give you 25. So these two numbers are 5 and 5, because when you add 5 to 5 you get 10, and when you multiply 5 times 5 you get 25. So when you factor them, you use them as your factors. You are going to spread, you'll have x squared plus 10x now will be spread into 5x plus 5x plus 25. So when you look at the first pair, that is x squared and 5x, x is common, you factor it out. Inside the bracket you'll be left with x plus 5. And then you move to the next part where we have 5x plus 25. So you factor out 5. Inside the bracket you'll be left with x plus 5. When you're factorizing, you leave one of the factors inside the bracket, so you'll be left with x plus 5 and x plus 5 as your two factors. These two factors are similar, so therefore you can represent them as x plus 5 squared, and this is another perfect square. So such when you factorize such expressions and you get answers with two similar factors, then that is called a perfect square. So that is our lesson for today. Thank you. I'll come back to our lesson tomorrow when you are going to look at completing the square.